Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your timeless intuitive reading. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. Before I even start pulling any cards, I already have a few messages for you. First of all, I feel the need to light some Palo Santo. So that may be a message for you about the need to cleanse or clean your environment, your energy body, however it resonates. I just invite you to take some deep breaths and relax. Slow down, okay? That's another message that's coming through. I tried my best to film this reading earlier and it was just not happening, and my intuition told me loud and clear that I needed to step away and not film this reading, but I'm stubborn and I didn't listen, and I tried really hard to push through and film it, and it just didn't work. So there's a message in there for you too about your intuition telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Sometimes our intuition tells us things that we don't like, truths that we wish were not true, right? We get to decide whether or not to listen. When we choose to not listen to our intuition, we pay the consequences, right? Okay. I was also picking up something about your hips. There is some kind of energy, like brick, actually, is the word that's coming to me right now, an energy brick in the hips that wants to be released, either through stretching or cracking or some kind of movement. But there's like almost a block of energy in the hips. Okay. All right. Now that we're nice and grounded, nice and settled, we're taking our time, let's get into your reading, shall we? All right. Let's look at your general energy first. Show me the collective of Sagittarius, please. Show me the collective of Sagittarius, please. Oh, Six of Cups. Yeah, there's almost, as I'm tuning into your energy, it's like this very dreamy, almost sleepy kind of quality. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, reflecting on the past, memories, old connections, maybe even ancient connections, coming back into your conscious awareness. I just keep hearing the words, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. What are you wondering? I'm curious. It feels almost like you're revisiting your past with fresh eyes. Taking a second look at some memories and coming to understand them in a new way, questioning them, and coming to understand them from your current vantage point, your current embodiment and current perception. You may, for some of you, you may have also run into someone from your past, Sometimes the Six of Cups can indicate that. It can also indicate reminiscing about the past with other people. Like, for example, if you have been working at the same place for years and now you are leaving, quitting, or retiring, and it's this bittersweet feeling, and you're reminiscing with all of your coworkers about the good times, right? So anyway, it's just this very interesting dreamy quality coming through your energy right now, and in some way there's reflection on the past. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Okay, there's something here about connections. You're making new connections. You're seeing how different experiences and different people in your life in the past, how they all have connected together to weave this larger picture that is you or your life, right? It's like you're connecting the dots. 10 of Pentacles. This could be relative to your family, feeling maybe nostalgic or bittersweet about your family, your home life, childhood. Maybe taking a closer look at what you have built yourself over time. And I feel almost like it's processing all of this for you and contemplating this it's almost a way for your mind and I want to say your soul to like wrap it up. I want to say like wrap it up because you know you're walking into something new. You're walking into something new, and so you need to think about the past in order to like process it and ultimately move on. King of Pentacles. Very interesting. I feel like for some of you, you have accomplished something major. You have built wealth or abundance or a legacy for yourself in some way. And now maybe you're reflecting on the process that got you here. Thinking about your roots. You're thinking about your roots. All the choices that you made, the connections that you made that lined you up with abundance, wealth, stability, success. Very interesting. What is the primary experience that Sagittarius is going through? This reading might be kind of abstract. It just feels so dreamy and surreal. I can't remember if your last reading was like this too. It may have been. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's like you've built one thing, you've experienced success with something, and now you're like reminiscing on it because you want to move on to do it again with something else or in some other area of life, maybe. What is the primary experience that Sagittarius is moving through? Oh, 10 of Swords. So now we have two tens, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is about an ego death, okay? And this just confirms or validates for me what I was saying. It feels like there's some kind of release happening in your heart. I actually feel almost like a lump in my throat. Not like I'm going to cry, but the energy is just getting choked in my throat. Mm-hmm. You're making sense of things. You're making sense of your past. And in making sense of your past, you're making sense of yourself. And in making sense of yourself, you're creating almost like a natural release mechanism so that you can move on. Because on the other side of the 10 of Swords is a new cycle. It's beginning again. All tens are about the end of a cycle. So you're letting go somehow through reflection on your past. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. So, oh, this is beautiful. So once you move through this energy, this very surreal, like reflective, nostalgic-esque energy, and you release it and you've processed, etc. What is on the other side of that is the Knight of Pentacles. I think Aries had a very similar message. Aries did have a very similar message. What you're stepping into is Knight of Pentacles energy, which is this slow but steady growth, creation energy, building something, creating something in a very steady way. Consistency, reliability, groundedness. And again, this just speaks to me. It's like part of what you're processing here is all this Pentacles energy. Like what was built in the past. And now you're processing it so that you can go build something else again. Maybe from the ground up. The Tower. Well, that certainly would support my theory of building something from the ground up, because the Tower is literally about raising things to the ground. Destruction. Clearing away literally everything that is now inauthentic. Clearing away everything that no longer works for you. All old, stagnant, foreign, inauthentic energy is going bye-bye. It almost feels like you're in this really interesting, you're like in this very interesting loop in your own energy where you're like building something up, and then once you feel like you've created the thing and you've done the thing and you've experienced success, then it's just on to the next, right? It's on to the next. Let it all go. Let it all go and give yourself a fresh start. You have this ability to do that. You're certainly doing that now. Okay, what is the primary challenge that Sagittarius is currently facing? What is the primary challenge that Sagittarius is currently facing? I think every single fire sign has gotten this. Five of Cups. Which is just about ruminating on the past rather than processing it so you can move on. So just be careful here. I don't know if I said this last week or in the last reading I did for you. Maybe I did. I can't for the life of me remember. Usually I can remember. It's just because your energy is so like surreal. There's a difference between processing and ruminating, right? Just make sure that in all of this reflection on the past, you're not keeping yourself stuck in it, right? Make sure that you're actually effectively processing things and not just ruminating. The Five of Cups would indicate that to some degree there is rumination. There is rumination. There's like a stuck point within you where you cannot stop thinking about something that did not go quite right, something that didn't work out the way you thought that it would or the way you wanted it to. Four of Swords. Don't feel bad about taking a break. Don't feel bad about slowing down. Okay? That's certainly the message that came through for me when I tried to push through my intuitive knowing earlier and just do the reading, even though I knew the timing wasn't right, the energy wasn't right. I knew. I just like tried to push through it, right? And here I am again later on, doing it now, doing it again. The energy is much better now. If I had just released resistance to the need to wait, I wouldn't have done extra work I didn't need to do, So there's a message here for you in all of this. Four of Swords is saying you have to release resistance to rest. You have to release resistance to waiting. You need to be patient. You need to be gentle with yourself. You need to take breaks. You need to take breaks. Page of Swords. This is speaking to me about clarity of mind. Having a fresh, clean, clear, open mind, something that maybe you're struggling with right now because of this Six of Cups energy that's so dreamy and fluid and watery, and it's kind of heavy, but not in a bad way. But it just kind of clouds things. I mean, doing this reading for you right now, even, I feel like everything's a little bit cloudy. It's difficult to think sharply or clearly when you're in this kind of energy. And it doesn't help things when you're in resistance to resting, when you're in resistance to taking breaks. That only makes the cloudiness the haziness or even the confusion worse. Okay. And you really need to have clarity of mind, and I think even I want to say like a fresh energy about you in order to properly process whatever this is, this grief or sadness or disappointment about something that didn't work out, right? Okay, what's the advice? What does Sagittarius need to know or do? The Chariot. Okay. Well, interesting. The Chariot is saying it's time to focus. It's time to focus on what you want to build next. It's almost like the Chariot is almost saying like, hurry up, hurry up. You know, don't ruminate. If you have something to process from the past, then do it. But like, do it, do it, so we can move on. There's this part of you that wants to charge forth and devote all of your energy to the next thing, to the next level, the next goal, the next creation, whatever this is for you, right? It's almost like you need a boost of fire. You need a boost of fire and focus to kind of like dispel this dreamy cloudiness, right? You need some oomph. The Chariot is saying, what do you want? Like, what do you want? You need to decide where we're going to focus and start moving in that direction. Okay. You can still process whatever you need to, but like also at the same time, let's go. Let's go. What's next? Ooh, death. I love this death card. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. How do you let go of something? Seriously, how do you let go of the past? I don't think you can. There's no need to really let go of the past as long as you're learning from it. And I think that's the key to letting go, if that's even a thing, learning from the past and therefore letting it go, um, is the way to free yourself. So, you know, death is saying, what do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? What do you need to walk away from? What do you need to let go of? And then you let go of it by learning from it. What can you learn from it? What can you learn from the thing that didn't work out? And then Queen of Swords. Yeah. So you need fire and air to come swooping in and dispel all of this dreamy, watery, hazy confusion, stagnation. You need fire and you need air. You need to give yourself a little kick in the butt in a loving way, in a totally loving way. Get some momentum building and be radically honest with yourself about what your personal truth is now that you need to take action on, and just journal on, what did I learn from what didn't work out? Boom, boom, boom. There it is, done. Okay, I'll keep that in mind as I charge forth into this next endeavor, you know? Ooh, even just saying that, I can feel like the cloudiness starting to to dissipate. Let me just tune in really quick to see if there's any other little messages or energies that want to come through. Well, rose energy is very clearly coming through the cards here if you want to work with the plant rose. And I am drawn to the fact that the chariot has horses, and of course, Sagittarius is half horse, right? There's horse energy in your authenticity. So the energy of horses here supporting you if you want to work with that. Any other animals? Oh, I just heard python. Python energy, if you want to work with that. That has never come up for me before. And then a crystal, I'm hearing moonstone. Okay. So rose, horse, python, moonstone. If you feel called to it, those are the energies that are supporting you right now. All right, Sagittarius, thank you for hanging in there with me, and hopefully this very abstract, dreamy, surreal reading was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading.